I have two pretty big announcements that I want to share with you today. Stay tuned and hear them after this. This idea of conscious creator is just becoming aware that you can't not be. Of course you are. Like, I know that you're a spiritual being. Your spirituality is unique to you. It's specifically yours. And you're robbing all the rest of us from having the experience of you.
Yes.
Please don't rob us. What if you are one of those one rare beings that has something very different, very special, and very unique to bring into the world? Once you become like fully embodied, fully aware, fully focused, you make a difference. Consciousness underlies everything. You are a creator. You are participating in the creation of everything that you're experiencing. What are you going to do with that? All right. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this finds you well whenever you may tune in and hear it. I wanted to do just a brief video today to share a couple of things. One is that I'm going to be rebranding this channel or this series. 8 months ago, I set out with a brand new podcast mic and recorder and pulled some cameras out of my closet to experiment and start getting comfortable in a container where I shared a little bit about myself and my spiritual journey. And I branded that the LightCast. I've been contemplating a lot recently, and I've decided to rebrand that and open it up a little bit. So you're now going to be watching the Tredway LightCast. So it's very similar, but I think the word light won't be quite as limiting as the word love. And I think that for many people, love has certain meaning and connotation attached to it, whereas light is a little bit more open. And I think it's going to allow me to be a little bit more open and broad in terms of what I include for the content of this channel, which leads me to announcement number 2. I'm really not very interested in only my ideas or the sound of my own voice. And so, to that end, now that I am getting more comfortable recording myself and with all the technology, I'm going to be partnering with some other brilliant people to post some conversations on this channel. So I've been working with a dear friend, healer, teacher, Reiki master, Terry Malik, on a series. She and I are both from a small area, a small town in North Texas at 33 degrees north, 96 degrees west. And actually that is going to be the name of that series, 33 north, 96 west. And we've been working on it since early this past summer. So we have a few episodes in the can. They're really great, some really insightful interactions there. Almost ready to be published. So stay tuned and I'll share those when the time is right. I'm also, I've been having some sort of pre-production conversations with a friend and colleague who's an astrologer. So I'm super excited to get together with him and share some ideas about some astrological themes and dive into the science of astrology a bit more deeply. And then I've also, I'll be partnering with a mentor, a friend, a colleague, and a guide to have a series of conversations about the human design system. So that'll be coming soon. Stay tuned for that. But I think I'll also be broadening the subject matter of the conversations to include everything that matters, everything that's important to me and that I think is important to us, to the fractal, to the people who may land on this channel or may find it interesting. But what I will what I would like to commit to you is that all of the conversations that we have about any subject will be through the lens of, or from the perspective of, our spiritual selves, our spiritual bodies. I think that's really important for human beings in this time. I think we all may find ourselves remembering that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that none of our experience is separate from our spirituality. Our spirituality is in all of it. And so I want to try to be an example of that, or for this channel to be an example of that. And so to that end, even if we're talking about the most mundane, nitty-gritty, daily life kind of stuff, I'll always try to keep that broader spiritual perspective in mind. I'm really grateful to all those who have tuned into the channel so far, and thank you for joining me today for just this brief announcement. And I look forward to connecting with you in the ether very soon. Until then, I'm Jared Tredway, sending you love and light.